Fantastic. Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to OpenTTD, where the government plane is about to deal with the aliens. Right, there we go. I don't feel very good about that, but I didn't order the hit. There we go, brilliant. Right, let's just repair the signals. Oh, right, there we go. So, backwards and forwards goes our trains that say they're lost, but they're not actually lost. It's just because the track was blown up for a second. Doing their passenger business quite nicely. Now, I've just realised that I can't get into the other side of Linham here. Do they like me yet? Local authority. Very poor. Okay, we're getting better. What if I give them some trees? What if we give them some trees? Let's give them some trees. Nah. Did that help? It cost me quite a lot of money. Oh, they think I'm good. Right, now, how much of their buildings can I destroy? I only need to get rid of these two. So, if I do the small one... Ah, they don't allow it. Okay, never mind. We'll get there. I just want to straighten this line out. That's all I want to do. I just want a nice straight line. And then I can put a station in this side as well and connect Linham up that way. Linham looks like it's getting quite busy. 18 passengers. Well, we do have a lot of trains going backwards and forwards between these two towns. And this way, is this place growing? It's growing. Town's growing every 76 days. That's good. Fantastic. Right. So last time we were looking at our stuff down here on the south coast. Is south? No, east coast. This is the east coast. What's that? Here we go. So all of this. And I said I was going to put in the other two stations in between episodes. I didn't do that, but the train that we need to move all the what is it, livestock and fibre plant things isn't available yet. We haven't got a train available to us apart from the passenger train right now. So, not too bothered about this section of track. We're just going to leave it for next time. And then probably next time and next time until we get a new one. So if you want me to convert the whole network from all the different rails that it is, I think most of it is electrified rail now, to MacLeod, I put that question to you, I think on last episode or maybe the episode before. I'm losing track now. But we will do that next time. I had a suggestion through saying that you should convert the entire network, but do it as a time lapse. I mean, really, it's just the managing of the vehicles. You can convert the whole thing with one big sweep. What's this in the... Look at that. We've got a bauxite mine right in the middle of town there. Fantastic. And also, your suggestions for going across this lake. There were a few suggestions about going across this lake. Most of them weren't really... I mean, I'm not saying they were bad, but it just... I feel like we're not just hitting the right solution yet. Most of the people said, "Oh, don't bother with it. Just go somewhere else," which I'm thinking about doing right now. So, with this MacLeod network for the passengers, I'm thinking about expanding from Genningville, okay, and putting some sort of crossroads in over here. The problem is that there was a big hill in the way, so that means it would actually have to be quite close to this section up here. Now, what's this? We've got a new road vehicle. Wow, look at the size of that tram. It's huge. No, I don't want that. We're happy with the trams we've got. Now, if we were to put a crossroads in here, I'd want to do a cloverleaf, but the problem is this hill restricts us on how much we can do. We'd have to probably put the cloverleaf in here, and then there's only going to be a couple of bits there into that station, and we can only go up to this point. Really, unless this farm closes down, we're not really going to be able to fit one in there. So I'm thinking, well, maybe we could do something around here at Linham. What if we put a cloverleaf in here? We put the Linham junction in that. But then I thought, no, that's all too small as well. I thought, let's go big. Let's find somewhere else and decide what we're going to do and where. Oh, there we go. But I did really struggle with that whole idea. Now, this town here, this Dendworth, okay, that's quite a big town, really. But the big parts are all spangled. Now, this bit's here a perfect place to put a station. I can't resist it. I just simply cannot. Platform length 5. In it goes. We just need to take the corner out there. There we go. Yeah, brilliant. New station. Problem is, I don't have no idea where I'm going to link that station up to. So, I'll tell you what, should we try? Should we try and squeeze a clover leaf in here? Yeah, let's give it a go. So to do a clover leaf, you need... Let's see, you need one line to cross the other. So... And then you need the diagonals. Now the closest point we can do the diagonals, because of this tunnel, you need a signal before the cloverleaf going into it, is here. So the next square along is there. So if I get the flatten tool and hold control, I can flatten diagonally. And we can just put that diagonal in there. Now, see, this building's in the way. A little bit. I mean, we can work round the buildings to an extent, but I don't want to have to do it too much. So if I did it to kind of there, is that something I can work with? That is something that you could possibly work with as a diagonal for a cloverleaf. The thing is, this bit here, this diagonal, it's not this diagonal that matters, it's the inner diagonal. So the inner diagonal has to be placed and looks like this. Okay, so the outer diagonal allows everybody to turn right at this cloverleaf junction. If you don't know what a cloverleaf junction is, it's basically just a junction where it's a crossroads. You get the tracks going in all the different directions. But the outside track allows you to turn right, and the inner track allows you to loop round inside. So you'd be looking at doing something like remove that signal. The signal will go in here. Now, it's this track here that you have to be able to fit a train on. If you can't fit a train on the inside of a cloverleaf, you're going to block your cloverleaf when a train is waiting to join a track. And by the looks of this, we've got enough space, because that's length 6. So, let's do it. Let's put it in. So, we connect this one up. That looks a lot longer, but I think it's just now okay, we can move all these signals along by one. There's no reason why. Oh, hang on a second. We need. Oh, that was completely and utterly my fault. Oh dear, oh dear. As soon as I took that signal out there, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, couldn't help myself, could I? And I bet I still haven't solved the problem of... Oh, I have solved the problem. Oh, never mind. The cloverleaf's fine, everybody. I suppose we really ought to clone both of these trains. This is... Oh, dear. Have we... Is that the first crash we've had? I think it might be the first crash we've had this series. I can't remember another crash. Please correct me if I'm mistaken. So the idea of the cloverleaf here is we put a bridge in the middle. The bridge, as long as it's a fast one like this, shouldn't really slow down the trains that much. We then need to level the land out. That's another tram. And do our diagonal leveling here and from here. There we go. So we can put these diagonals in, the outer. Now, the hardest bit about a cloverleaf is not necessarily the pattern, because the pattern is fairly straightforward. Your outside line, which allows all the trains to turn right, and the inside line, which allows basically the trains to turn left, but it does so by passing the centre of the junction. So I'll just explain that in a second, just in case anybody watching doesn't know. So let's say this bomb cursor is the train. It's coming in from this bottom right hand corner, and you want to turn left. You want to go over here. Turning left at a cloverleaf is the most inefficient thing that you can do, but you can nonetheless do it without causing too much traffic disruption. Okay, so you start in this bottom corner here, and you go past the centre of the junction. Once you've done that, you turn left down this inner line, and you will be able to then... hang on a minute, you just want to turn left, don't you? Oh, I'm getting it wrong. Am I getting it wrong? We want to end up going... I need to put the signals in so I can see. I need to be able to see. That's going in. There we go. So if I just put the signals this side, I think you suppose really you guys probably will need to see the signals as well, don't you? That's going in, so we've got lots of signals. I'll just remove these signals for now. Are the trains going again? Yeah, the trains are going again. Okay, so you want to head this way. So we want to get over here somehow. Okay, so you actually have to do 3 turns. Okay, so you go past the centre, you take the inner track, you go past the centre again, you take the inner track again, you go past the centre again, and you take the inner track, and you end up going the direction at which you want to go. He says, that's not right either. What am I talking about? I've done something wrong here. Right, okay, I figured this out. I was doing all this backwards because the signals are backwards from the way I normally do it. But coming in from this side over here, where the explosion is, it just cost me £6,000. You go forward past the middle and then turn right, and that turning right allows you then to go left because you use the inner track. So if you want to turn right, you go on the first junction on the outside. If you want to turn left, you go on the inside, and if you want to go straight on, you just can. Yes, that's it. Oh my goodness, for crying out loud. There's not many times that you will need to actually go on more than one branch. But let's do the inner signals now. So that's the in. Let's just remove that. Remember, you always place signals going into a junction, but not necessarily signals going out from a junction. Okay, so we've got... so that's a junction there, so we want signals going into it. Around there. That's a junction there, so we're going to remove that signal. So going into that block there, going into that block there. Trains going... Is it into that block? Yep. That signal's in the wrong place. So we've got a signal going in here, a signal going in there, signal going... I think we're going in that way. Yep. And then in this way, and then in this way. Is that right? No, I don't think so. There. So on the exits, you should have no signal, but 3 signals facing that exit. Okay. So you should have one here, one... No, that one's not right either. I always get these messed up. That's it. That's correct. Get off my screen, everything. So let's just check what each one individually. So here we go. We're going... we've got a junction here. We're going into the junction. That's the out. That's the out. That's coming in. That's all correct. And we've got a junction here. That's the in. That's an out. That's an out. And that's an in. That's all correct as well. So we look here, do the same thing. That's going into a junction block. That's going into a junction block. That's going out. That's correct. Are we going this way? Yes, we're going this way. We're coming in this way. So that's going into a junction block. That's going in. That's going out. That's going out. Okay, that's looking good. So we're going into the junction block, and then out and out. That's correct. We're going into the junction block. Missed a signal here. We're going in there and out there. That train just nicely demonstrated it. And finally, we're going into the junction block there and in there, out there and out there. That's cool. And in and out. Yep. Okay, so I only actually missed one signal up there in the top corner, and all of this is now correct. Now, you can add a couple of extra signals because the trains going down this length here can just stack up a little bit, so that's fine. So we're going to put just another 2 signals in the middle here, and the same across the top here. We're going to put, is that 5? Ooh. Tell you what, we're going to put it before the bridge. There we go. Just to allow an extra train to cross in the middle, just because there's enough room. And there we go. We now have a cloverleaf, which actually just fits by this farm, just fits by the grain mill, and allows us 2 waiting spaces between the cloverleaf and Genningville. So finally, I've actually got it sorted. Now, I'm not sure where it's going to go yet. I did want to try and get up to Dendworth Woods, but my gut instinct... Oh, look at this massive lake right in the way of my cloverleaf. My instinct is now telling me to bend the cloverleaf and go up here. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go here like this, and it looks like we need to go down, so I'm going to just peel the land away a little bit. There we go. And we're going to head up this way. Nice big diagonals are completely and utterly fine. And then we've got a nice big area here to go down. So we kind of want to make it nice and even. I think if we do like something like this and this, that's relatively flat all the way. Oh my goodness, where's all my money? I had thousands of pounds. Did my trains? I had millions actually. Did those trains that I had to buy from the crash cost me that much money? Let's have a look. Clone train, hold in shift, 3 million. Well, I had 30 odd million. Where's it gone? Oh. Yeah. New vehicles last year, 25 million. Yeah, that's where the money went. Oh dear, and some this year. Okay, yeah, I need to be careful about how much I'm spending on vehicles and stuff, and flattening of land. So yeah, let me just build up some money. Okay, not too long later, we have 3 mil in the bank. That's going to be enough for me to finish off this bit of railway. So let's see. We had a nice little divot down here. How much is that going to cost? Oh, hang on, the game's paused. Unpaused. There we go. How much? Oh no, that's not where I want it. How much is that going to cost? Oh, 750,000. Okay, so we'll put that bit in there like that. And then we want to kind of join these two up. I don't know what the height difference is. It looks fairly flat apart from there. So it goes down here. And then it goes up here. And then it goes up and down again. So what we need to do is we need to flatten through that bit. There we go. And then come straight down here. So let's just nick that down there. And then just go straight up. Now this is going to cost a lot because I'm going through farmland. Yeah, a lot of money. But that's okay. That's okay. We got it rolling in. We got it rolling in. And once we've modified and updated the rest of the network to maglev, we will be fine. I'm telling you. Right. Now to get up to Drenworth Woods, I'm thinking of a T-junction. Now, this is going to be moderately easy to do in some ways, but I'd like to be able to have I want to be able to have a train in the T-junction without it blocking the way. So, which way is the traffic lights? Which way are the signals going here? So, if we have a look here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's okay. Go that way with the signals. Right. So the signals are this way round. That is a signal there as well. Now we don't want the signal exiting the junction. Now I'm thinking. Well, actually, no. Wait. Let's put a signal in there and let's make it a non-disruptive junction. So we're gonna get a bridge here like this, and section off. Oh no, that's wrong. Yeah, just do a bit of cleanup. There we go. So that is now a way in that way. I'm going to try and do a nice diagonal of 5 here. Keep things running smooth. And there we go. Now, I think I should be able to just... Ah, oh, look at that. I hit that signal, which I didn't want to do. So we're going to just move that. Oh, I love the noise those trains make. There we go. Right. So that is now the exit, or the way out from Drendworth Woods done. It comes down this way. It can go south, or southish, and go north. And then this way we can just connect it up straight off like that, I think. Yeah, I like that. That's fine. Kind of wish I did tunnels here. I like tunnels. Never mind. So if you want to come in from the north, you can. And from this way, we'll need to split off like this. And then we'll need to do... Yeah, I think we'll do a tunnel here. This is where I think a tunnel's more appropriate. So let's raise the land up there and there. Bring it down here, I think. No, one further along. How long's that tunnel going to be? 5. That's fine. That's not too bad. I can deal with a length 5 tunnel, and that can just connect straight up there as well. Yeah, oh, we just made up a junction. Brilliant. Again, we want signals going into each option there, so that's a split there. That's a merge, so we want going into the junction there. Hang on a minute. No, we're going the other way. We're going the other way. So we've got a signal going into that split, and it goes this way. Then this is a merge here, so we put signals there, and then that's fine from that point onwards. That's a split, so we have a signal there. We don't want one here. We want one going into this split like this. I think we'll take these middle ones out. That's a split out. That is a split in, so we've got them there. There we go. That's all the ones we need. But I am going to put a couple of extra signals in. Actually, to be honest, I think maybe those ones I had here. No, that'll do. That'll do. And then we'll just bring that signal down and match it up with one here, and then put one to there, and job's a good un. Yay! Right, and then we're just going to connect it up to this. So now we've got the station in this town. We don't care whether they like us or not. We can get rid of a bit of hillside. For this part, I'm going to use a very basic way of doing the station. If necessary in the future, we will do an upgrade, but to be honest, this way of doing it is completely fine for low and maybe even medium capacity ones, especially when you've got the faster train like the MacLeods. They're there for less time, so they're blocking the junction for less time. That's the right way around. So now I'm thinking we remove these bits and put a diagonal in. Yep, that looks about right. Let's bring this track up to here. And by the looks of it, I need to do... Yeah, we need to have a little furrow for them to go through. And we'll go from here. Oh, did I do that perfectly? I think I did. It's nice to do something right for once. There we go. I think we'll just bring this bit of hill back here. There we go. Train 80 is lost. Why is train 80 lost? Oh, we've had another UFO. We have had another UFO. Cheeky little devils slipping in when I wasn't looking. There we go. Where was that? That was just in front of Gamefing Hill as well. Right, okay, so we've got our Cloverleaf in now. We've got Drendworth Woods in, and we've got our junction connecting it up to the new north-south line, which isn't going very far north and isn't going very far south. We had a train come this way for a while yet? No. We're going to clone this train. Oh, we don't have enough money. It's 4 million apparently. Wow. Yes, you can find a path to continue. Everything is fine. Stop complaining. Let's have a look at the bank. How much will the bank lend us? The bank will lend us 4 million. Let's just quickly borrow that so we can make a couple of trains. So we're going to clone this train, and we're going to tell it to go from Genningville all the way up down here to Drendworth Woods. There we go. Brilliant. So we'll just fast forward this and watch the train. So here he goes round the cloverleaf. He needs to turn left, so he goes past the junction and then does his inner loop to go left. I love the way the cloverleafs work. They're so simple, so compact compared to a lot of other designs. Again, slips down under through this junction. Even a fairly busy junction there, it's going to be pretty smooth, to be honest. And there we go, we're in at Drenworth Woods. Now, let's just make him go back and pick up some passengers. I've just noticed some signals that I've missed. What? Oh, we can't. Hang on a second. Let's do these signals anyway. There we are. Signals are in. Well, there we go, folks. We've got a maglev train going backwards and forwards between Genningville West. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to start introducing hub stations and then branching out from that. And this is due to the cargo distribution. But we'll look more into that after we've converted the rest of the network to maglev. And we can't do that until we've got a maglev train which isn't purely a passenger one, because at the minute we've only got this passenger maglev, and I'm really hoping that there's going to be more coming out sometime soon. When did that one come out? 2007. It's now 2015. Oh my, we're going to have to check that. Well, that is going to be all for now. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and until I see you next time, any thoughts, ideas and questions, as always, down in the comment section below, and I will see you soon. Ta-ra.